Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome.
Today,
It's your girl Marisa Gordon's A Marvelous Fashion World, guys. How you
yeah,
guys doing? Hope you're having a great day. Hope your day is coming out well or going down well, rather. As welcome. Keep coming, guys. Today's topic is a really, really hot gist. It's something everybody, it is very essential for everyone, male and female, young and old. It's really a topic for everyone. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Keep coming. Don't forget to like. When you like these videos and put up your comment there, it encourages the speaker. Welcome, guys. So, today, let me give you a summary of what we'll be talking about. We'll be talking about how to seek for emotional healing. So many people, we see so many advanced or grown adults that were emotionally traumatized, owing to various life events. Some could be avoidable, while some could not. You ask yourself, a little girl was raped. Why was she raped? Was she person in a, but we don't have anybody to give why such thing could have happened to someone. So many people are going through emotional traumas and they don't even know that truth. They don't even know they are traumatized. You see some adults, they are always very uptight. They don't free themselves, maybe based on the facts how they have lived or how they were raised. You see some children having inferiority or even adults having inferiority complex. Not necessarily inferiority complex, but sometimes maybe because they were not raised with love, the environment where they found themselves, they were presence of violence, they were being talked down growing up, maybe because of their certain stature or maybe certain body physique or even color or even them just feeling they are not good enough or they never had people who made them feel they were loved. These things could any individual. The main purpose of this topic is to recognize, acknowledge, and seek professional help if they find out they are emotionally traumatized. Because an person keep on passing those trauma to generation. Let me take for an instance complex. If a young lady has an inferiority complex, she's not good enough, she's not this, not that. Care is not taken when she gives birth. If she does not fight or conquer that trauma, she might end up passing those things to her children to make them feel okay, you are not in a certain way, or people say you are ugly. Before you know, that child start communicating that idea of, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not beautiful, I'm ugly. Are you seeing the trajectory of how these things keep on going? Before you know, that girl has that mindset of, oh, I'm not good enough. Even if when she goes out and her mates are like, you're beautiful, she'll feel like, these people are just trying to sweet talk me. I'm not beautiful, I'm not fine. Because this is what has been sown into her. And that it has become a barricade in her life that she always, no matter what she does, no matter how fine, no matter even if she her skin looks so radiant and so good that people admire. She just feels these people are not
Hmm?
telling me the truth. I'm very ugly.
Hmm. That's
Or when
rubbish.
it's something that has already, it has already been, how am I going to put it, comminated into her spirit that she's ugly. So even when she meets people telling her, ah, wow, you look so fine, she just feels these people are flattering me. I'm not fine enough. In so many ways. Some people, it might not even necessarily be maybe what's it called, them having low self-esteem. It could go as far as them being emotionless. Haven't you seen some people you be wondering, why is this person this cruel? Why is this person this heartless? Why is this person, why does this person lack emotions? Not necessarily, some of them is not even their fault, but because of where they found themselves or the situation or experiences that has made them develop that mechanism and make them feel I can't show my emotion. Some of them, those things, because of, okay, take for instance, a guy is a very emotional guy. He meets a girl and he really loves this girl so much. Because he loves this girl, he's vulnerable. And maybe this girl start taking him or making him feel like, ah, you're a maga, you're a mugu. That feeling, treating him like, oh God, I'm just using you, or make them feel. Imagine that type of guy tomorrow. Do you think if he leaves that relationship and he's really, really hot, most of the times what happens is they end up transferring that hurt into the next relationship. Some people don't even know they healing process. They need to go through emotional healing before they even begin a new relationship. Marry them to know, like, if this thing is real. Let's use our environment, what we see, to like cite examples, part of these emotional traumas that is present in our societies that most people just overlook.
Okay, thank you, Marisa Gordon. Actually, I barely hear what you are saying. I think it's the network. But my own contribution anyway, because in this life, all people, there is no how that you not need emotional healing at some point during this our life. Sometimes maybe during loss of a loved one, divorce, breakups, job loss, abuse, and illness. No, so many things like that can come up, and there is no how you will not need emotional healing. So you need to acknowledge what bring about the emotional breakdown, something like that, and then you accept it. Then you need to seek professional advice. You know, you need to seek professional advice, and you need to give yourself a break at some point. And even sometimes, even it is some people that they face maybe breakups or divorce, there are sometimes that you need to forgive and let go of some things before you can be able to heal. No, you need to let go and forgive or some things that is making you that is breaking you down. So sometimes in this life we face so many challenges. So that is just my own points.
Can you hear me
Can you
now
hear me?
clearly? I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you, but not continue. Probably mo fi gbọ́ nǹkan tó ń sọ.
We go about doing things, maybe like we did something wrong, or we went through a certain phase in our life, or we experienced something and we feel, oh, I was just too gullible. Maybe take for instance a relationship. You went through a relationship wholeheartedly and you felt, oh God, you used to be, let me give an instance, you used to be very uptight, like, you have already built a, like, a survival mechanism around your emotions, a boundary around your emotions, like, you are not going to be vulnerable to anybody. You are going to be uptight. You are not going to fall in love. Like they say, you are going to be a hard girl. And maybe at some point, because you felt a certain way, or you felt, oh, maybe I'm with this person is actually a good person. This person deserves to see the better side of me. And and maybe when you became vulnerable, this person now started taking advantage of you. And maybe it led to crash, or led to, like, maybe ending the relationship in a bad way or in a bad light. Most times we end up not forgiving ourselves for the fact that we knew, oh, I used to build an emotional boundary that, nobody can get to me, nobody can make me feel this vulnerable, nobody can make me, I cannot be a foolish lover, like the way some people will tag it, though if I want to love I have to use my brain. Ogbolo man fall in love according to some people. Blaming yourself, the hard God, had I know, but before now I used to be a strong girl, why would I follow love so cheaply? You have to forgive yourself. If you don't, nobody can forgive yourself. You can't, nobody can help you forgive yourself. Part of your healing process is, after acknowledging the fact that you are emotionally damaged, or you have emotional trauma, you have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself, because if you don't forgive yourself, you keep going about with those guilt. Let me give, like, a rational example. Take for instance a young lady. Let me use name. Bolaji, for instance, is a beautiful lady of 24 years old. Everything any woman will pray for. A guy, an aptitude guy with a
My
beautiful
food,
personality
yeah, okay.
and
I
everything.
hardly hear what you say.
Hold on, just give me a second.
Ta ló pé ó?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Ó tí wọ́n gbọ́ ni, báwo ló ṣe ń gbọ́? Èmi ò kú lórí bíbá yìí. Ìmọ̀ kí òun náà wà ọ̀hún. Ṣé wọ́n tí wọ́n gbé ẹ̀ka máa gbọ́ lórí fóònù fẹ́ gé mọ̀ ọ̀gbẹ́? Hello?
Can you hear me?
I don't know what happened to my phone. I can't hear you. Hello? Mi ò gbọ́ ní fóònù mi ò sọ̀rọ̀. Yóò dẹ̀ gbé títẹ̀ sí. Okay, earpiece ló lò. Mo tiẹ̀ ní earpiece. Mo ní earpiece. What do you say? Okay. Marisa, I know you forgot I did not join our live stream. It doesn't matter. We don't inform that. You just see it online that we are.
I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me now?
Maybe with my earpiece now. Okay. Speak on.
Yes. Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Sorry for the break in transmission, guys. Continue to like. Please don't forget to give us like and support. So as I was saying, sorry for the break in transmission. guys. So Bolaji is a 24 years old lady. Benga is a 27 years old lady. Benga fell in love with Bolaji, and Bolaji knows Benga is not her spec. But for the fact that Benga is a great guy with an astute personality, he's a kind of guy that every woman will pray for, to say, "Oh God, give me this type of guy." Nice, he's gentle, he's ready to be a shoulder to lean on. He's a nice guy. And Bolaji said, "Okay, nice guy, I'll date you." But not necessarily because she loves Benga. And while in the relationship, Bolaji, like Benga was really taking a whole lot of her excesses. Bolaji would, some days she won't pick her call, some days she'll pick her calls. She would always give excuses. She would always look like she would always act the way she likes, because she knows, oh, this guy in question is in love. Always come back to beg me. And all of a sudden, Benga said, Bolaji said, "You know what? I'm tired, Benga. I don't want this anymore." And Benga was so heartbroken. Like he felt so bad. He felt like his world got shattered. And she moved on. And long story being cut short, Bolaji started trying other relationships. And it was looking like she kept on looking for the Benga in those guys, other relationship. And Benga was nowhere to be found. In a normal circumstance, she would start feeling like, oh God, was it the way I treated Benga? Is that why other relationships are looking like this? These people are not serious with me. Nobody's giving me care. Nobody's giving me attention. Nobody's treating me like the way Benga treated me, like a queen. If care is not taken, Bolaji will start going with that guilt. She would live, if care is not taken, she will live with that guilt maybe for the rest of her life. You see why forgiving yourself is very essential. And if you seek restitution, seek. For those of us who have offended people, who have done so a whole lot of wicked, heart shredding things to people, we could apologize to those people, seek for restitution. After doing that, you have to forgive yourself. Because if you don't forgive yourself, you keep living in that guilt. Anything you do, you see some people, they'll say, hey, what that be? Ah, ori Gbenga ló ṣe mí o. Do you understand? Because they are already living in that guilt, because I offended this person that was really good to me. So therefore, you've sought restitution. You've begged for forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself from that guilt. That's another part of emotional. That alone is another emotional trauma on its own. And
Yes, exactly. I think I mentioned it
yes,
that you have to forgive yourself. Forgiveness is very, very important. That's another emotional pains that you might be going through. But if you don't forgive yourself and you still hold that thing, it will really affect you. As in, you will not be able to even get healing from it. So you need to forgive yourself. That's number one important thing.
thank you so much, marvelous fashion words. Because this topic is not just for women alone, both for men, for old and young. It's not just something, it's something we, even our society, in the society where we find ourselves today, when you tell people go for therapy, they'll be like, therapy for what?
Yeah.
But it's essential. It's really, really essential to seek for professional help. Because do you ask yourself why sometimes you hear some people, they have good, they have a great life, they're doing well, family is doing well, job is booming or business is thriving, and you hear all of a sudden this person committed suicide. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think are the factors that can propel someone to go that extreme? Can you hear me?
Please say that again.
I said you see some people, they have a great life, family is doing well, career is booming, job is business is thriving for them. They live a perfect, every an admirable life in the society, and all of a sudden you hear that this person committed suicide. What do you think
All of
can
a sudden, they're
propel
what?
this person committed
Okay.
suicide?
Okay, okay.
What do you think could propel some of these things, like could make this person go that length to taking into our own life?
Yeah, thank you, Marisa. A lot of people, you can see them outside doing well, doing good, but you don't know what they are going through. Some people will dress very, very fine and beautiful, but they are going through a lot. Inside them, they are going through. That's why you see some of those people that they commit suicide, they committed suicide. Some of them have been going through some things, like what happened recently. Someone that divorced their marriage, they divorced their after 20 years of marriage. So the woman was like she has been going through a lot, but she was not. She was keeping it to herself, and a lot of people are seeing their marriage outside. And these people, they love themselves, they are this, they are that. But say she has been going through a lot for so many years, and for her mental health, she have to, as in, to let go the marriage. So I think what really happened to these people that they are committing suicide is because there are some things that they are not sharing with other people. They are not seeking professional help. They are not going for therapy. All these things. Just don't keep it to yourself. You need to go out there, seek for help, ask people what you can do to go out of it. But some people will keep it to themselves. And at the end of the day, they will think committing suicide is the next option. So I think that is what is really going on there.
Okay, thank you so much, Marvelous Fashion World. Thank you so much. So, but we have come to the tail end of this video, but I'm going to outlist 5 characteristics or 5 steps to seek for emotional help. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like, to share, complete it
Comment and subscribe to Marisa
down
Garden.
below.
Yes, sir.
Would if you like
Yeah,
this type of
marvelous
comment, we'll
fashion
keep
world.
doing it. We'll keep coming up with various life topics that could help us in our life and help us have a quality and a good life. So let me list out 5 steps we need to seek 5 steps on how to seek for emotional healing. The first step is acceptance or recognition. Marvelous Fashion World, as I list them out, could you just briefly like while I list them out, point one, you just explain it briefly, like just put an icing on the cake. We've already explained it further, but I'm about to list them out. So while I list them out, if I say, okay, point one is acknowledge or as recognition, you explain what you understand by acceptance and recognition. So the first step to seeking for emotional healing is recognizing the emotional trauma or damage. Marvelous Fashion World, please explain to us what it means by recognizing it.
Sorry, I can't get it. Say that
Recognizing
again.
emotional damage or emotional trauma.
Okay, what you mean by recognizing is that you should be able to know as in exactly what is causing that emotional pains in you. Just the way I mentioned it last time here, that in this life, a lot of people go through emotional pain because maybe the loss of your loved one, divorce, abuse, and all that. So you should be able to recognize the particular things that is causing it.
Thank you so much for that. So, point step number two, acknowledging the wound. Let me explain that part. Maybe you take the third one. Acknowledging the wound. Some people still don't want to even recognize the fact that they are emotionally damaged or they have emotional trauma. They just feel that's how I'm built or that's how I am, basically. But that's not necessarily who they are. That's not who they necessarily are. You see, some people they'll tell you, that's how I am, that's how I do. Let me give for instance, people are always
Ah,
uptight that
life go
even
on.
no matter how close you are to them, no matter how vulnerable you are to them, they act so emotionless. They'll tell you, that's how I am. Those ones, most times, they fail to recognize that there's something, this was not how they were built. Circumstances and maybe situations has made them build a defense mechanism that makes them very, very emotionless. So that's you of a truth. You traumatized. Number three, practice self-compassion. Marvelous Fashion World, please explain to us what they mean by practice self-compassion.
Hello,
Yeah, can you hear me?
what do you say?
I say practice. The next step is practicing self-compassion, or practicing self-compassion, or allow yourself to heal. Explain that point for us. Allowing yourself to heal.
Kí ló sọ báyìí mi ò gbọ́ nẹ́tíwọ̀kì yìí.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay, you know what? Maybe because of the network, I just have to explain it myself. I was thinking we'll take it one after the other. When they mean
Sorry.
practice self-compassion, what they are trying to tell us is to forgive ourselves. Practicing self-compassion, forgiving yourself, throwing aside your grief, ready to
Okay,
embrace
practice
that change.
self-compassion.
Compassion,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
What they are trying to tell us is for us to
To
throw that
forgive
grief
yourself.
away.
Yeah.
Forgive yourself. Be ready to say, okay, I know I've messed up, I've made
Messed up.
restitution,
Exactly.
I'm going to
Yes.
forgive myself. Because if you don't forgive yourself, nobody can help you forgive yourself. The fourth step on our list is seeking professional help.
Yes.
When you are
Seeking
ready
professional
to
help.
forgive yourself, seeking professional help will help you in that your healing process to say, okay, I am ready. Because most times in our society today, most people will tell you, I should go and meet a therapist and pay my money. And no, until you are ready to say, okay, I've forgiven myself, I will seek a professional help. That way, it will make the professional help a seamless sale for you. Do you understand? Do you understand my point? Hello?
Hello.
Do you understand my point? I said
Yes.
until you agree
Is
to
it?
forgive yourself, then seeking professional help will be a smooth sale for you. Because you can't just say you are
Yes.
traumatized and you are going to seek professional help when you yourself you have not acknowledged that truly you are traumatized. you've not acknowledged you to forgive yourself. You've not accepted that fact that you really need to heal and you really need to forgive yourself. If you don't go through these steps, seeking professional of your time resources, because
Yeah.
until you accept that you are wounded and you need to be healed, you have accepted to forgive yourself, to say, oh yes, if it takes me to forgive
Even you
myself,
will
if it
have joy
takes
and
me
inner
to
peace.
let go. Oh, exactly. 100% correct. Then, seeking professional help, it will be a smooth sail for you and even for the therapist, because you've already come to that recognition to say, yes, I've acknowledged that I'm wounded. I am going to forgive myself. I am ready to go through this healing process. Then it will make this professional help a smooth
So
sail.
to back up now, boss.
Then the fifth point on our list, the fifth point on our list is to be patient with your healing. It's not an automatic thing. You cannot just go to maybe two therapeutic section and say, okay, oh God, I'm perfect, I'm okay, I'm not feeling, no, 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 I'm not thinking. No, you have to be patient with your healing to know you are truly emotionally stable and okay. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hear me? Yes, I can hear you loud
What?
and clear.
Okay, say that
I
again.
said the fifth point is to be patient with your healing process. You have to
Yeah.
be patient to say, yes, I'm going through this healing. I will be patient with myself. It's not just
Exactly, because
something
it's a
I'll go
gradual
maybe
process.
visit.
It's a gradual process, so you have to be very, very patient with yourself.
Yes, it's not just something you say therapeutic section and you be like, ah, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm good. They've
No, no,
spoken
no,
to me, shebi
not
they've
that way.
spoken to me. It's something you have to be patient and go through the process each step of the way, each guide, each process they take you through. You have to gradually, then you'll be healed. Then the bonus point I have here is be open. The bonus point
Be
I
open
have
to.
here is to the new refined you. Be open to the new refined you. After all this emotional tussle, after all this emotional trauma you've gone through and you've healed, be open to accept the new you. Do you understand? Let me give an instance now. For people who find themselves to have built a tough skin and they are like, ah, I'm not going to be vulnerable to anybody. Maybe after going through this process, going through this emotional healing, recognizing they were emotionally traumatized, forgiving themselves, being patient with their healing. The third point is for them to have an open mind to say, oh, I'm embracing the new me. I am no longer a cruel person. It is okay for me to be vulnerable. Do you understand? It is okay for me to love again. It is okay for me be happy again. It is okay for me to venture into maybe a new business again or something. It is okay for me, because some people after going through this process, they will keep fighting with that old self that, ah, Amy, hey, Amy Timoni, like me that have a strong heart, that like nobody can break me, ah, no, I won't, oh, hey, na mumu dey fall in love. Do you understand? But when you are open to the new you, be ready to embrace that new you. And then you see yourself having a healthy, emotional, So we have come to the end of this live video. If this is helpful, please don't hesitate to put it down on the comment section. And I would like to thank our guest speaker, Marvelous Fashion World, for coming through on this topic. And I would like her to say her last words of her own inputs before we call it a day.
So thank you, Marisa Gordon. I really appreciate the opportunity. So I don't really have much. We've already said it all. Our emotional healing is very, very important. And we need to do the needful, go for therapy and seek professional help. So thank you. Bye for now.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Don't forget to like and comment down below. Love you all.
Don't
Bye.
forget
Stay
to subscribe
blessed.
to Marvelous
And to
Fashion
subscribe
World.
to, yes, and also to subscribe to Marissa Gordon's channel. Love you guys. Bye bye.